Alright, we have an amateur cup, our amateur bracket game, I guess, here. For the top 16, this is going to be sigg0 playing Unicorn versus huzbek playing Crab. It looks like Crab is on Seeker of Earth, and Unicorn is on Keeper of Fire. So, Caillou Envoy start from Crab, answered by a Moto Youth with 1 fate, and a Border Rider with 0 fate. That's interesting. If anything, I would expect it to be the other way around. Maybe he's trying to make it more awkward to like assassinate here or something. 2 fate Yakamo, and then a pass. We do have a Windswept Yurt in play. I'm not sure what that's going to do. Probably just give more honor. Yeah, both players 2 honor. Finds a Shinjo Scout. Probably would have liked to see a charge target there. Yes, charge is the restricted list card. Scout, not really going to be a good find, but oh well. So it looks like the Unicorn deck is on Lion Splash. We have 2 Legion of 1, 3 hand-to-hand, 2 Ready for Battle, 2 Strength in Numbers. Okay. 2 Unleash the Djinn in this deck. No Spyglass. Interesting. Hey, Alpha Squid. We also have Lion Splash in the Crab deck. Wow. 2 hand-to-hand, 3 Ready for Battle, 3 Time for War, and 1 Kamayari. And he is actually running Pathfinder's Blade as his restricted list card. I mean, Pathfinder's Blade is a good card, and with the Time for War, you can get some recursion with that. But ultimately, I think Charge and Rebuild are both just better choices. He definitely has a plan for this deck, though. It's weapons and then Time for War, so we'll see how it goes. We see a Wayfinder that's going to find Vassal Fields. And big attack here. Sending all of his characters. If he does get a military ring, he'll be able to Shiotome Encampment, and he has the Border Rider as well. Sounds more like a gimmick than a plan. I mean, yeah, Unipack is not live on Jugoku yet, so we're not going to see any of that stuff. He finds Shameful Display. And we see a Strength in Numbers to send home Yakamo. Okay. So this is pretty good. He is now breaking the Shameful, which you definitely want to do. And again, winning this conflict means he turns on his Shiotome Encampment. He can also use the Stronghold. The only potential problem here is that Yakamo is pretty large, and you don't really have a big character here. So I think we might... Ooh, okay, find Katana. I think you're fine with that. Like, you would like to get the break if you can. We might see a hand-to-hand on the Find Katana. Although there are a lot of attachments in the Crab deck, so maybe not. Probably be a little bit. Ooh, okay, challenge on the fields between Moto Youth and Caillou Envoy. I believe this is 2 to 3, but he gets +2, so 4 to 3. Oh, wow. We see a bid of 5 there to win the duel. Another thing that's going to do is that's going to turn off Yakamo pretty much for the rest of the game, I would imagine. Like, you're up 7 honor now. Like, yeah, I think that's actually fine, honestly. Like, he still has plenty of honor. 9 honor is like, I think you're okay with that. And just being able to permanently turn off that Yakamo is pretty decent. Is he right that he should have bid 5? I don't know. I think I would have probably bid 1 as either player here. What was the honor total before that? 16, 12. It was 13 to 12. Yeah, so maybe you bid 2 as unicorn, so that if crab bids 1, then you turn off Yakamo. Turning off 5 into 1 as huzbek is not great at all. $13.12, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think I would have just bid 1. If uni bids 2, the duel is a tie. He was up 1. It was 4 to 3. Ooh, okay. So another fine katana on the Cairo Envoy to break meditations there. That's a pretty good hit with no fate on your Cairo Envoy, obviously. Committing 2 katanas on a 0 fate Envoy does feel a little bit bad, but it's probably not a big deal. He got the Earth Ring, he discarded Charge, which is really good. And again, he has plenty of attachments in the deck, so I think this is fine. If you have Yakamo out, I feel like you bid 5 until you can't. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I haven't actually played a game with Yakamo yet. It's been a while since I played Crab. So maybe both players just bidding 5 there was correct. So going at Manicured Garden here, Military Air. What have you been playing? I was playing Phoenix for a while, and then I kind of just haven't played in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Crab. I haven't really, yeah, I've been playing some other stuff. Like I've been playing a lot of Eternal, so I haven't really had a lot of time to play L5R. So it looks like Crab won that on defense. Border Rider readies. And he's going to go Political Fire at Manicured Garden. So I guess you dishonor Yakumo here, so he's neutral again. That's fine. You don't get to break. Oh, honors Moto Youth. I disagree with honoring Moto Youth. I think dishonoring Yakamo is better. I guess it's only... I mean, it's only +1/+1, but still, the Yakamo is probably going to be staying around a bit longer, especially now that he's still honored. I'm sure Crab will find either a dupe or an iron mine or a reprieve, so he should be able to keep him alive. He might not want to, I guess, depending on what else he finds here. Yeah, he found a Vanguard Warrior and an iron mine, so should be fine. Ooh, not great for Unicorn here. Would let him go now that he's off. Yeah, I mean, if you find something better, he's still solid stats, right? Yeah, this yeah, this is not a good flop for Unicorn here. He does get to play the Scout and get Passing Fate, which is okay, I guess. I probably would have discarded the Scout there. Like, I guess you're first player, so yeah, Borderlands Defender 3 Fate. I definitely like that play. Seems good. He's going to play the Vanguard Warrior first. Witch Hunter is not good now because you're going to be Vanguard Warrioring the Yakamo. So yeah, I would just play a Borderlands Defender here. I mean, I guess if you have a conflict character, you can play like a 3 Fate Witch Hunter, but then you're spending like all your fate. Okay, yeah, we do see the Borderlands Defender. So, Keeper of Fire. I feel like you probably want to go water first, because you can potentially bow Yakama with that. Wayfinder, let's see what it finds. He already knows where all the provinces are now since he saw the vassal fields earlier. Yeah, Borderlands Defender is, of course, the best character in the game. And especially against this Unicorn deck, yeah, it has strength in numbers, challenge on the fields, multiple ways to send characters home. He does have 2 Cloud the Mines, and he does have a Shugenja now. So we could see a Cloud on the Borderlands Defender. Yeah, Nergui is another one, but he doesn't have it here, so it's like hitting a wall. Yeah, that's it's a very, very appropriate analogy. Crab does have hand-to-hand in the deck, of course, so if we do see a Cloud the Mind, it could get discarded. No attachments on any of the characters yet. And yeah, it looks like we are going to see the Water Ring here. With just the Wayfinder, okay. Yeah, so you can just, if you have Mountain Does Not Fall here, that's really strong. Yeah, he does have it, nice. So now this defense doesn't cost you anything. Unicorn got a Fade off the ring, so it's not a complete loss, but Crab will be happy about this. I mean, I guess honestly Unicorn didn't really have a good attack here. The highest strength character is Moto Youth, which is 3 on military, but then he can answer that with just Borderlands Defender and the Stronghold. So you'd have to send at least 2. You could Legion of One here. Legion of One would bring you up to... Oh, right, it was political. We see a captive audience, though, switching to military, so now you can Legion of One. You can also Bonsai. Yeah, we do see a Legion of One. And yeah, you just take the fate off. So 7-3. This is actually going to be a break. We see an assassinate to answer that, but you're fine with that trade as Unicorn, I think. Like, I think there's only one assassinate. Yeah, only one assassinate in the crab deck, so you're not going to have to play around that anymore. And you took the fate off of your character with the Legion of One anyway, so that's not really a big deal. And we are going to see a skirmisher here. Let's see. The face down provinces for Unicorn are Manicured Garden, Upholding Authority, Pilgrimage, and Revels. I'm assuming Revels is under the Stronghold. Gonna run into Upholding Authority here. So not the best one to hit. Probably would have preferred one of the other two. Oh, but he has a Pathfinder's Blade, so never mind, actually. That is definitely really strong here. We see a hand-to-hand to discard it, though. See if he has another one. Getting this Upholding Authority trigger is going to be really big. Nope, we see a pass. So let's see what he can find here. If you find, like, okay. So Mountain Does Not Fall gets discarded. There are 2 Clouds, Finger of Jade, Hand to Hand, 2 Tetsubos, Ornate Fan, Ready for Battle, Time for War. Interesting. So yeah, I think Mountain is a fine discard there. Going with the Clouds could have been good as well, since there are 2 of them. We see a Cloud discarded at random for Unicorn. So he only has 1 of those left now. I'm surprised he didn't play that on the Borderlands Defender while he did have the Shugenja play. Like, it's a 3-fate Borderlands Defender. I feel like you might as well just play it. Like, he had the hand-to-hand anyway, but you barely have any attachments in the Unicorn deck, so... Alright, so military fire here, winning on defense. Cavalry reserves on Border Rider. That gets answered by the Stronghold. Is he gonna Unleash? If he plays Unleash here, this is like insanely expensive. Yeah, that's a sign of desperation. Definitely very far from the best cavalry reserves I've ever seen. We see a charge on the Mia Mystic. Wow. Unleash to not break. Yeah, I mean... He is winning now with that charge, but he just spent two cards with very strong effects to just put in a border rider, and a Mia Mystic. Yeah, now it would break. Um, I mean, I guess so. He does get the win. Firing honors the border rider. He gets his keeper initiates. Um, so I mean, it's a pretty good result. Yeah, he does get the keepers. He gets the border rider to restand. Still not the best use of those two cards, but if he can, hmm, what do you do now? You just go void or air, I guess. Crab is going air. Okay. If Crab attacks here, he's gonna let Unicorn have another free break, but he is up breaks. See what he finds. Pilgrimage. Ooh. That's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, you can just not defend now and hope he doesn't have any. Actually, you saw his hand. Oh, he has a fan. Yeah, so he's gonna play the fan here. But since he did see his hand, I imagine. Yep, there's the fan. Oh, wow, he passes. Yeah, that is pretty unfortunate. I would have just defended with a keeper initiate there if you don't have anything in hand. Yeah. Defend with keeper is really good. Um, like, he might have forgotten what was in his hand, but that is something important to remember is that if you see their hand and you know exactly what they have, that makes it a lot easier to react appropriately. Yeah, I mean, he can't. If he defends with a keeper, he won't be able to break when he attacks. But, like, saving the pilgrimage seems really good, right? Oh, wait, he had me a mystic. Oh, no. Yeah, Rider is honored. Wait. Three? I'm obviously missing something. Oh, wait, it's military. For some reason, I was thinking it was political. Yeah, he definitely should have used the mystic on the fan. You don't even have to defend with a keeper. Well, you still should defend with a keeper to prevent unopposed. Well, he gets favor this way, so that's fine also. But yeah, definitely should have used the mystic to discard the fan there. That would have saved his pilgrimage. Um, ooh, Kuniyori. Unicorn finally seeing an expensive character here to buy. Yeah, Yurt is good. Get some honor back. And Moto Youth is good as well. Crab bids 3. Okay, so wants to keep the unicorn player's honor low. He only has 2 watch commanders in the deck, surprisingly. Usually you'll see 3 of that card. So let's see, Crab is first player. He has a ton of honor to use this Yori. So I imagine we'll just see that going off every turn, which is pretty good. So that seems like a good plan here, is like you just Yori every turn and then you bid 1. And your opponent has no honor, so they can't draw cards. And then you just go Earth. We see a past conflict. Wants to wait and see what Unicorn does here, I guess. You could actually just pass your first conflict as Unicorn if you want, since you could potentially get 2 military. And in fact, I'm not sure if you'll even get to do that. Like, honestly, this Unicorn board is not very big. He has more characters, but not a whole lot of stats here. So he's going for the Earth Ring at Defend the Wall. This seems a little bit risky. We know that charge isn't going to do anything. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Denying Earth for Crab's attack seems good, but he's going at Defend the Wall, so that almost seems better for Crab, since you have more on defense with your Stronghold. Only defends with Yakamo, wow. Finger of Jade. I feel like I would have thrown the Borderlands Defender in there, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna try to win with just this character. We see cavalry reserves. Yeah, there are 2... Oh, wait, no, there's 1 Shiotome encampment. I was looking at yurts. So, ooh, interesting. Yori discards an Unleash the Djinn. I mean, he probably wasn't playing that anyway, given that he only has 5 honor. We see a Bonsai. This is not enough though, right? Because he's just gonna Shono. I think Unicorn is just gonna be able to break this. Yeah, like you traded a card here for a character ability, which is not great. Jade Tetsubo, okay. So that gets rid of the Fate on Shono. He's out of Fate, though. Charge on Mia Mystic, wow. That's pretty spicy. That's actually not bad in this situation, because with the box he was going to prevent the break. So you have to Tetsubo now. Otherwise he's just going to discard it. Whoa, he passes? Okay. So, I mean, maybe he's just going to go for Void Ring and he doesn't want to give him a Fate back in his pool. But I'm not really sure about that. Ooh, discards the other Jade Tetsuba at random. Okay, yeah, he just forgot to use the Tetsuba, I guess. So, like, the problem now is that Crab has no way to get Fate here. Yeah, I mean... Okay, so Border Rider readies. So Unicorn is on the Crab Stronghold now, which is Midnight Revels. I've been seeing a whole lot of Midnight Revels under Strongholds recently. Uh, and I mean, I guess it's better than Rally, right? Maybe. Um, but honestly, it just seems like every time it just doesn't do anything. I guess that's just like not having a good water province available. Situationally kind of okay compared to Rally. Yeah, that's pretty much. Um, wait, what? Oh, interesting. So he tries to ready for battle, but that gets censured. Wow. A little bit unfortunate there that the Unicorn player did have the censure in hand. So now we'll get to see Unicorn attack the Crab Stronghold. Unicorn prior to Chags doesn't run 5 drops, and they have Captive. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I think it's fine in Unicorn. It depends, right? Like, I don't know. I think it's just always situational, unless your deck, like, specifically doesn't have any high-cost characters. Um, like, Unicorn has a 4-drop on the board right now, so the only reason he's safe is because of Kuniyori. But, I don't know. It just feels like, if both players have it, um, only one of them is going to be, I guess, unless both players have 5 costs or whatever the highest cost is, only one of them is going to be turned on. We see Bonsai on Border Rider. Puts both of them on Border Rider. He knows that there's no Assassinate left. Only one Assassinate in the deck, and it's already been played, so that's fine. And it looks like that is going to be the break. Wow, so attacking with the Kuniyori there may be a bit of a mistake. If he had more than one ready for battle in hand, then he could have maybe pulled some kind of defense. But otherwise you can just like save him for the defense, right? Yeah, the dream of piles of weapons crab is dead. Yeah, he definitely didn't really get to use much of the weapons. He did play one of the Jade Tetsubos, but it just immediately got discarded. The Pathfinder's Blade immediately got discarded. So, and No Time for Wars got played, so not really being able to do what he needed to do with that deck. But yeah, that's going to be the win for Unicorn. So he will move on and he will play against the winner of Tristram Wolf and Matrim in the top 8. A lot of unicorns in the amateur bracket now that I'm looking at it. We have a unicorn mirror in top 8, and then there's a unicorn in that game, a dragon mirror, and potentially another unicorn mirror or a unicorn against Crane. But yeah, that's going to do it for this game. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.